Okay, so I almost forgot to press record. That would have been like on the camera, so that would have been just a tragedy if I had filmed or done this whole video and then forgot to film it. So, anyways, hi guys! I know it's been so long since I made a video. Like, I literally only have 2 videos up on my YouTube right now and stopped because we had just a lot going on in the spring. And we went to Mexico, and I shot a wedding in Mexico, and that was really fun. And I did a whole vlog of it, and I tried to edit it, and then things just like were not. There was a lot of technical difficulties in editing. I've got some decisions to make about how I want to edit these videos because when I edit it in Premiere, Adobe Premiere, it is just so complicated. I don't know why my files get all weird with my videos. So I didn't finish that video, so then I kind of fell off the train of getting this stuff done and then filming and all that stuff, and my batteries and my camera have been dying really fast when I'm filming, so it's just a whole thing. So it's been a minute since I've been able to sit down, have the time to just crank some of these out and troubleshoot and all that jazz. So thanks for watching and being here if you are here. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about some tips that I have for anybody who wants to start a photography business. So let's just jump right into it because I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that just talks and does an introduction for 30 minutes before they get to the point. So let's do it. All right, so top 10 tips for starting a photography business. The first one, I get a lot of people that say, where do I even start? And the first thing that I always say is just start shooting. Whether it's with your iPhone, literally, or if you got a camera or a camera you can borrow or any type of camera whatsoever, just start practicing. It's the best thing that you can do, honestly. That's how I realized and decided, oh, I really like this. I think I'm going to keep doing this. Was when I was constantly doing shoots with my friends, just for fun, just going out and about, always taking pictures wherever I was going. It's the best way to really get that practice in and kind of develop a style and a portfolio. So just shoot, grab your friends, grab anybody, say, hey, who wants to shoot, who wants to model? You're not going to be making money right away. So just shooting for fun is probably the best thing that you can do at the moment. Number 2 would be you have to spend money to make money, which is kind of what I'm saying, where you put into your business as much as you're going to get out of it. It's important to be able to invest, and I know it's hard. I had a really hard time building up all the things that I needed for my business right away. So sometimes you just have to very slowly but surely invest in all the things that you need. And that's from literally equipment to software to subscriptions to, just random miscellaneous things that you just need for your business for it to get better. You just have to spend that money. So save up a bunch of money if you're working another job or something, and put that towards starting a new business with all the gear and everything that you need. That's a huge tip. Don't be afraid to spend money, and just know that if you are going to start a business, you have to spend money before you make any. 3, make a website. So making a website is huge. There's a lot of people who probably don't have a website. I know there's people out there who don't, and they still get plenty of inquiries, and they get plenty of clients just through Instagram DMs or Facebook or something like that. I personally think it's really important to have a website because it's not just about getting inquiries through your website. It's also about having a place that is a central place that people can be directed to, that has not just your style and your vibe and your kind of your business model on it, but also a place where people can see a more professional format of your work. So that I think is very helpful, especially when it comes to blogs. Instagram is great, but it's just not enough for people to know exactly what they're going to get from you. So let's say you're a wedding photographer and you just post stuff all the time, but it would be really good for people to be able to go to your website and see photo blog posts of an entire wedding. Maybe not the entire wedding gallery, but at least more highlights from a wedding than what you're showing on Instagram. Because there's probably people who think they're going to get something and then they hire you and then they're like, oh, well, what the heck? Because Instagram really is just the highlights of the best photos that we take. So it's important for people to be able to see an entire gallery essentially of like what you do. And so I think that's important. It's also, well, okay, one more thing. It's also important to have that so that in case, something happened to Instagram or whatever, like you've built up SEO on Google with your website. And it's so important to have backup plans for how you're going to bring in clients. So if for some reason something happened to Instagram one day or social media or whatever, and that's the only way you were getting clients and you don't have any other avenue of bringing people in and allowing them to inquire with you, then that's a problem. So I think having a website is just that sweet spot, backup cushion, and important for that. Number 4, make an Instagram. So make an Instagram account, make a TikTok account, Pinterest, and build an online community. I think it's huge. Building an online community is so huge in the creative entrepreneur world because that is basically like the bread and butter of building up your business. So what I mean by that is when you make an Instagram account, you make a community on Instagram, it's so important to be engaging with other people and other people who are in the same business as you and, making friends with people online and other photographers and connecting. This is huge for multiple reasons. So for the first reason, it's really great to have a community online because if you make friends with other photographers, they can refer clients to you. So let's say you have like some friends or you're in the circle of people or whatever, and they get to know you and they have clients where they can't take that client on because they're busy or booked or whatever. They'll probably think in the back of their head, oh, who can I refer them to? Oh, my friend that I've connected with online. They're really talented. So then they might refer you to any of the clients that they don't have room for, which is huge. I've actually done that for many, many photographers. I refer people to photographers all the time, especially since I've transitioned out of weddings. I've just have like this long list of people that I have connected with that I refer people to all the time. So that's huge when it comes to building your community online. It's also great for finding ways to know what's going on in the community. So whether that's with styled shoots, retreats, anything sort of like that where you can get involved or there's things that you can sign up for, it's good to be plugged into a community so that you know what's going on because people will share those things or announce things, and that's a really helpful thing to have if you are kind of alone in this world. It just is good to have people that are around you who are kind of helping you stay in the know about what's going on in the community around you. So, number 5, invest in education. So I think it's important to invest in education. Obviously, not everything needs to be invested in. There's certain things that are worth it and certain things that aren't. I would say it's good to, invest in like things like educational guides. If you feel like it's really going to benefit you, then I would definitely do something like that. Investing in workshops are huge. Styled shoots and retreats are huge. Like portfolio building, retreats, and then workshops where you actually get to learn from people are so important. And any free events that you can attend. Like I know there's so many people out there who host free events for photographers. That is huge. Getting in Facebook groups on Facebook with photographers who might be announcing any kind of event that involves education in the photography world. I highly recommend getting involved in that. Super helpful. All right, number 6, getting on HoneyBok for job opportunities and for being organized is so huge. So HoneyBok is a platform, it's a website platform where you subscribe to it monthly and you basically track all of your inquiries through there. I tell all of my mentees when I'm doing mentor sessions to get on HoneyBok because it just is incredible if you are anything like me where organization is really hard for you and you're just getting emails every single day from all sorts of places, including your clients, and they're getting all jumbled. HoneyBok will save your life, literally. So HoneyBok literally is like a funnel of all of your inquiries. So you'll get inquiries through there, and you'll have, contact forms that you can link to certain places on your website or your Instagram bio, whatever, and people can fill out a form and then it shoots it over to HoneyBok and it all filters through there. So you can track everything, you know where everything is. It's amazing. And I have a link where you can get $200 off of your first year with HoneyBok. So I will put that in the description below. And if you want to jump on HoneyBok or if you want to ask me any questions about it, reach out. I'll totally answer questions about HoneyBok. But that is a good deal. $200 off your first year. It's so cheap that way. So highly recommend signing up. And then also, this is huge, but HoneyBok also has job opportunities on there. I actually got a decent amount of jobs through HoneyBok because they have like a HoneyBok community where other photographers and creatives are posting, saying, I need a second shooter for this wedding, or I need a second shooter for this or that, or people will post like, oh, I'm hosting a retreat or a styled shoot or whatever. There's tickets still available. Let me know if you want to sign up. Like, it is incredible. So many people do that, and I couldn't recommend enough getting on HoneyBok so you have the organization and you have opportunities to get kind of the best of both worlds. Like, you don't have to sign up for Thumbtack or Alignable or like all those websites that you have to like pay for your leads and like all these different things. And those are more client specific, but when it comes to like getting jobs and getting your foot in the door with things like weddings, that is huge. So yeah, couldn't recommend it enough. Anyways, number 7, get legal. Get your business legal. I couldn't recommend this enough. I mean, when it comes to taxes, eventually, obviously, it'll take a little bit, but like you'll eventually start making enough to pay taxes on. So it's just good to get legal right away. And what do I mean by legal? I mean, get a business license, get a tax ID number, and then insurance. So I think that's really important. Those 3 things. If you don't know how to do those things, sign up for a mentor session with me and I can walk you through that. But it's important. So just going to leave it at that, but get legal. Number 8 is create a client experience that people rave about. So this is really important when you're building a business and you want to stand out from the crowd. It's important to learn how to serve a client and how to give them an experience that is going to wow them, and they're going to walk away, wanting to refer you to people. Referrals is huge in the photography portrait world. So I highly recommend doing something that, that can involve so many different things. It could mean you bring drinks, for your, like beverages or something for your clients. Or let's say you want to bring like hard seltzers or something for them to have sip on to loosen them up before their shoot, to get them comfortable. Bring a speaker, play music. That's what I do. I play music. It loosens people up. It makes them comfortable. Ask them what their favorite artists are. Shuffle their favorite artists. It's amazing. People love that. And it creates such a great, comfortable environment for people, and they walk away feeling awesome about their shoot most of the time because of that. And hype them up. Hype up your clients like crazy. I am like, all my clients will tell you that I am just like a crazy hype woman. I am just always talking, always encouraging, always telling them they look good, always telling them what to do most of the time. And that gives people so much confidence, and they walk away feeling like they had so much fun. They were hanging out with me. It was very lighthearted, very easy. And that is a big proponent to letting your clients have an experience that is going to be memorable. So yeah. Number 9 is create a logo and hire a designer, whether that be for your website as well or just for, creating your branding. I think getting a logo and all that stuff is important, like a font, a logo, and like a color palette, whatever. Icons, if you wanted to get into all that. I think it's great because it really niches you down to what you're about and what you do. I moved from Northern California to San Diego, and once I moved to San Diego, I was like, I gotta rebrand. I do all my shoots at the beach now, and like before, my logo was like kind of wildflower, wild plant brush kind of vibes. And now that I'm not living in a place like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to do something that's gonna give people a hint into what I do and what I'm about, what my style is. So I did a rebrand, and I got a logo done of like a girl on a surfboard. I got a couple different ones done that are just kind of like beachy elements and things like that, and it's so fun. So I highly recommend doing that. It's great. This is number 10. Keeping your gear up to date is super important in my opinion, because obviously it's hard. I mean, gear is so expensive. You really have to like slowly but surely invest. That's what I've done over the last like 6 years. I've slowly but surely updated things over time, but do as much as you can when you can, because it's good to have up-to-date gear that is working well and performing well for you. So yeah, those are my 10 tips for starting a photography business. Hopefully that's helpful if you're a beginner or if you're someone who hasn't made that jump or that leap yet. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to know, any tips or things that you are curious about. But yeah, have a great day. Thanks for watching.